Rodney Dangerfielding myself.
Nice.
Here we go.
Okay, it's streaming.
I guess let's start now. It's preparing, setting up my meeting for YouTube Live. But I found out from the DeForge one, it records all this. Because a bunch of stuff we were saying beforehand was already on there. Hey, there we go.
My pizza has 2 giant bubbles in it.
It's streaming.
I guess let's did it. Preparing, setting up my meeting for YouTube Live. But I found out from the DeForge. Yeah, see, it's got all this back talk.
Oh yeah.
All right. Hello, YouTube. We're gonna just wait a minute, like this were another Zoom call. I love, this pizza just literally arrived moments before the stream. The worst timing for our own means. So we're just gonna, maybe eat a bit. Although Felipe, you don't have yours yet, so sorry.
I'm still waiting for mine.
Pizza.
Yo, Gal's pizza came by so fast.
That was really quick. He ordered it at the start of the Zoom call.
I ordered mine half an hour before the Zoom call.
Oh.
The guy came into my apartment. It was weird. He knocked on my door and walked inside. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh man, I've been smelling this pizza for like 30 minutes, so I'm already like halfway through it in like 2 minutes.
Well, as I said, I can't order pizza because I'm living in the woods. So Penny made this, but she made it at like 6:30 or something. I was in a panel. And so it's just been sitting there waiting for 4 hours or 3 hours, and I wanted to eat it so bad.
You got homemade pizza?
That's our only option.
Wait, you're living
I live in the woods. Like I'm not around anything. It's a 30-minute drive to the grocery store. So there is a pizza restaurant, but every time we tried to get pizza there, it's closed randomly. It's the only restaurant in that town. All right. Sorry, I'm just laughing about comments in here. There's no pizza open this late in Nova Scotia, really.
Damn.
You can see comments? Oh my goodness.
On YouTube, I can see comments.
Oh yeah.
I'm in Ontario. It's pretty late here. Anyways, I'm just reading the comments. There are enough people that I'm doing like a audience interaction with the comments. We can get started. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming to the Pizza Punks Bring Your Own Pizza party. I was going to say panel, but it's a party. My name is Jared Evan Sampson. I am the incoming festival director for the Vancouver Comic Arts Festival. I'm also a member of the band Tough Age, who is on one side of the split 7-inch with these lovely human beings in the band Dumb. For this lovely human being, Cole Paul's Pizza Punk 7-inch coming out in July on Min Records to tie into the Pizza Punks collection just recently released from Conundrum. Before we get started, just want to take I don't have mine yet. It's at the post office 30 minutes away in town.
Oh man.
Soon. I wanted to take a second to say that the Vancouver Comic Art Festival traditionally takes place on the territories of the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and the Musqueam peoples. And as a settler organization, we are dedicated to doing all we can to strengthening ties with the Indigenous community, uplifting Indigenous creators and voices in comics, both locally and across the country. And that being said, as an organization, we're always willing to learn and grow. And so if there's ever anything you think we could be doing better to engage with our community and do more, please let us know. My email is jared@vancaf.com. You can send me an email anytime. Love to hear from you. And we will continue to do all we can to put forward Indigenous creators, to support them both financially and with the platform as much as possible. So that being said, I'm going to take another bite of pizza. Oh, no. Because I'm so hungry. I'm doing
Yo,
this all
these
day.
flies attacking me. Sorry.
Welcome, Cole Pauls, the creator of Pizza Punks. the man you all came here to see, and of course, myself and Gal and Felipe from Dumb. Thank you so
Hey.
much, everyone, for being here. Right after all that, Cole, looks like you froze. Yeah, he's frozen. Anyways, how are you two?
I'm good. I ordered this pizza. It's a cheese pizza, Domino's. Felipe ordered his pizza before me, and he still doesn't have.
I'm
his
still
pizza.
waiting. Yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah. The only thing I've gotten since is this giant flies.
You should close your window.
Well, it's inside already.
Oh,
Oh, good, you're back. I was looking
Hey.
at you too. You moved down
I'm
under
sorry
me.
about that.
It's gonna happen. I said we talked to this before. The great thing is like everyone's used to this now. I can't imagine anyone would write and be like, dear VanCAF, I was at the Pizza Punk's Bring Your Own Pizza party. Cole Paul's froze. I would like my free admission back. Cool.
I regret ordering this pizza because Cole's not here anymore.
Yeah, it got cold. It's not good.
Yeah, thanks for showing up, everybody. We're gonna talk about my book. We're gonna talk about the creation of the 7-inch. We're gonna eat pizza. This has been a really long intro, but yeah, I guess I'll ask. I'm gonna ask Felipe a question because he's not eating.
What's up?
What? I heard you have a new job.
Yeah, I make pizza now. So one day a week, I've been making pizza at my friend's pizza place that it's like in a food truck, and it's pretty sweet.
In a food truck. Wow. So
Yeah,
you've worked in a kitchen before, right?
yeah, a
What-
ton.
What's the difference between like food truck versus like regular kitchen work?
It's way tighter. Like the guy who's actually making the pizzas is like right next to me, and he's like moving the thing to grab the pizzas, and like I gotta like constantly like dodge him because something like hit me on the face or something. Yeah, and it's like, well, it gets really hot. There's like a wood fire oven inside the truck, and it's really hot, but it's sweet. It's cool. It's by far like way better working like in a restaurant. Like working for a pizza place is like way more fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dough is just so cool. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, all my friends who make pizza for a living or part-time or whatever, like love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really fun. Yeah, totally.
My friend Joe, who I played in Protruders with, worked at north of Brooklyn in Toronto for a while. And I was always really envious when he was working there because everyone who worked there, I was like, these guys are having the time of their lives. But then I realized maybe it was like Domino 1 for moving back. I was just realized that it was kind of just like Vancouver. Everyone was just sort of high and half paying attention to their job. I was like, oh, that's why I like this.
Yeah, I guess Felipe still doesn't have pizza.
No, I just saw someone walking into my house, but they just left with a dog. So
You're going to get it live on stream. It's going to be so exciting.
yeah. Getting hungry. That pizza slice that you're eating, Cole, looks good.
It is really good. I like splurged and I got the spicy, which I don't normally get. So I'm like really enjoying this because I usually just get the pepperoni because it's really cheap.
What? My pizza's here.
Oh,
We are back.
yeah, sitcom moment right here. Pizza arrived.
it's funny because we're looking at Felipe's front door area, and I did not see a pizza person walk by. I wonder if Felipe is telling us the truth right now, or if he's lying.
You think he's trying to like get the hot seat, get the attention?
He's just trying to make an authentic moment.
I was looking, well, I couldn't have done it anyways because it's 32 degrees here today. But I was trying to find my old Pizza Punk sweater that I wore into the ground. So I was like, oh, I can wear that for the panel. It'll be great. But it's like so wrecked up. But also, like, I would have passed out already. It's so hot in this room. But I was like, it's perfect. You know, half of the panel made this sweatshirt.
Yeah, totally. I thought about doing the same thing too. And then I looked at like my shirt dresser, and I picked my Yama and Sonic Titan t-shirt because it was white, and I was like, today's a hot day. I'm gonna wear a white shirt. Screw wearing my Pizza Punk shirt.
Someone asked in the chat, Leslie asked in the chat, Leslie says, I joined late. Where's everyone's pizza from?
I got mine from straight out of Brooklyn, which is just down the street from my place.
I got Domino's cheese pizza.
Did you fired up that tracker? You got to see who was making it when they put it in the oven, when they did their quality check?
I didn't. I just called and then they just showed up. I'm old fashioned like that.
Wow. My pizza is homemade because there's no way for us to order pizza where we're living. So Penny made pizza earlier. So Penny's now in bed, but she lives on in this chat via this pizza.
Yeah, thank you, Penny, for
Felipe,
Penny pizza.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, Felipe, where's your pizza from?
It's called La Rota. It's like not far from my house, but the credit card machine is not really working. So I don't officially have my pizza yet. I can see it, but it's not mine officially. I can smell it, I can see it, but can't eat it.
Torture.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay, I'm gonna stop eating this pizza. So let's talk all about it. Cole laid out exactly the order how, and I was like, this sounds great, but I was texting Ryan from Mint to make him verify their G code so I could log in. So I didn't hear a word. I'm sorry.
Sorry, what did you want me to ask again? Or tell you?
What are you no, like how's the party going? What's plan one? My plan one was to try to play Finiculi Finicula in the background the whole time, but I couldn't make it work.
Well, I'm curious, you know, now that I have like a good portion of each band here, when I asked you guys to make a Pizza Punk song for the book, like, what was your first thought? Were you like excited, or were you like, I feel obligated to do this because you're my friend, or were you like genuinely happy?
I was happy. I was genuinely happy.
Yeah.
I had been wanting to, or we actually as a group had been wanting to do a party pizza rock anthem for a while now. It had been discussed. And then when you brought up the idea of it being used as a promotional tool for the Pizza Punks comic, I was 100% on board. But so was everyone else in the band.
Yeah, I thought it made sense, you know, like I've always kind of wanted to do this idea with Pizza Punks, and then the book was coming out and I was like, well, just like now makes perfect sense. And then thinking about it, I was like, okay, well, who do I ask? And my top two picks were Dumb and Tough Age. And one, you know, Felipe, we went to school together. I've known Felipe for like almost 9 years now or something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's printed all my shirts. He's printed all the Pizza Punk shirts. He's printed the Dark Quarter Warrior shirts that Jarrett's wearing right now.
Yeah.
You know, you've also printed like so much stuff for Tough Age too. So yeah, I don't know. It just made sense for me to ask you guys because I felt like you were like pretty much Pizza Punk's canon already, you know, by default, by being my silkscreen slave. And what Tough Age, you know, the kind of the same thing, because I made a Pizza Punk strip that starred Tough Age in it, and I've been friends with Jarrett for a really long time too. Pretty much the same time I met Felipe, I probably met Jarrett. And we met at an Evaporators concert where Tough Age played at Astorinos. Did either of you guys go to that show?
I was not at that show.
It was great. We made a friendship, and I don't know, Jarrett like either like talked about comics on stage or I don't know how I figured out that you were a comic dork, but that's when I realized I was like, I need to be friends with this guy. He makes music and likes comics, like hardcore.
I don't remember how it would have come up, but I know we did talk a lot about comics on the street. I remember talking on the street about comics in front of Astorinos. And I mean, I think probably the chance of me having like a thing button on my guitar or something, or like lots of comics on at that time, was pretty high anyways. Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's no secret. It's not like, I think that guy might like comics. Yeah, I like comics. I mean, we sort of recounted this elsewhere, so I don't want to double dip on my stories, but when you asked me about this, I was visiting, was it your island or was it Kirsten's island? Whose island were we in?
I think it was Kirsten's.
My island.
Yeah. I knew, yeah. So I was visiting the Animal Crossing island, sort of the start of quarantine, and it was very late because I was on the East Coast. And Cole asked, and I was like, yeah, for sure. But I was so tired, I didn't really take it in. So in my mind, I was like, yeah, I have this song that I really like that we recorded waiting here that's not on anything. I'll put that on the 7-inch. And then we talked about that later, and you were like, no, you said you would record like a pizza song for the 7-inch. I was like, what? Because I 100% did, but I probably was like, yeah, of course. But I then forgot immediately. I was like, I'll put this song that's recorded on there. Because like, I'm in Ontario. It's been hell on earth. I haven't been able to do anything. I haven't like seen Jesse in months. I obviously live with Penny, so that's much easier, but it was, our jam space was closed. All the rental jam spaces were closed. The beguiling where we jammed was like, we were on rotating teams so that there wasn't overlap, so no one got sick. So I couldn't bring Jesse in. It was like, how are we gonna do this? So then I just got gripped by fear. But then I love fear, so I figured out how to get it done. So pretty quickly, once you were like, you said record it, I had about 5 minutes of being like, fuck no, absolutely, I can't do this. And then I wrote the song like an hour later. I was like, oh yeah, it's done. I got this. We can do this.
Yeah, it was definitely like the 7-inch has been kind of like in like, it's been an idea and a plan since like probably like last July, I think, is when I had this like conversation with most of you. So yeah, it's kind of like this long process of like, how do we do this in lockdown, and how is it, you know, easy, like how is it easiest for everybody? So like, I know like you guys had to record the song like twice, right?
Yeah, we tried to do it separately, like everyone on their own, and then combine it later. But it didn't sound great. So then we masked up and did it again. And it sounded better.
Yeah, the new recording, like, I mean, that's the version that everyone's hearing. It's fantastic. It rips.
I put this on Twitter at the time, but my favorite thing so far about I mean, it's all been great. The 7-inch, my favorite thing by far was I phoned my mom, and my mom said, I listened to your peanut butter song. It was good, but it didn't really sound like your other songs. I was like, and I was like, that's true. It's actually like a pretty nice song. Like I wrote like the nicest song I've ever written. And she was like, that isn't you singing though. That's the other guy, right? Like, what? No, it's me. It doesn't sound like you. And it only took a second. I was like, did you listen to the dumb song instead of ours? She was like, oh. And then my dad was like, here, and pressed play on it, and it was Pizza Slice. It was not our song.
Yeah. I think my parents would be proud of me still if they knew that we wrote this song about pizza, but I don't know if they know yet. It'll be a nice surprise.
You've shown your parents, right, Felipe?
Sorry?
You've shown your parents, right?
Yeah. My mom keeps tabs with what's happening with the band. Yeah, I think she wouldn't really take it very seriously until finally she saw us playing live.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's a fan.
That's awesome. Yeah, you texted me saying that your mom liked the comic, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
because I was like, look, mom, I've been immortalized in a comic, and yeah, she was stoked. She was really, really happy about it.
Yeah, bring Pizza Punks back home and share it with your fam.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my parents are pretty stoked about Pizza Punks. They're pretty dang supportive about everything I do, so they're just like on board no matter what I do. I feel pretty lucky. Should
I feel
I?
like mine mostly just do it to keep tabs on me. But sorry, you were saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, should I share the comic? Like, we're talking about it. I think it's probably a good segue to.
Yeah, I was going to say very, very on point, ridiculously topical in the chat said, ask some book questions.
Yeah, go for it. I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, before I show off the comic, oh my goodness. I'm going to show off this gig poster I did for Mint. Do you notice anything very suspicious or maybe an Easter egg to the Pizza Punk 7-inch? I'm going to assume the crowd said yes. And
yeah,
it's the dumb pizza is being eaten by a Tough Age fan. And that was my little nod to the 7-inch before we even announced it, because I've been so excited for it. And it was like a hard secret to keep for me, because this is kind of like a dream project to work with, my best friends on a comic I've been working on for so long. So that was kind of like my first tease to like the 7-inch. It was like, yeah, maybe someone will notice this, but probably not. Well, okay, anyway, I'll share the comic. So when you pre-order, or when you order, I guess, the Dumb and Tough Age split Pizza Punk 7-inch, you get a PDF comic that's kind of a sample of the book, and it's like select Pizza Punk stories specifically about Dumb and Tough Age. The 7-inch comes with a Dumb comic that's like an 8-page foldable zine. I actually have a copy of the test right here. So this is the comic that comes with the 7-inch, but Ryan thought it would be cool to include a PDF comic for all the digital sales, and I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. So yeah, here it is. This is the cover. Here's the intro, where you can read the inner sleeve of the 7-inch. So spoiler alert, this is what the inside looks like. It's a pizza box. I used the same pizza box for the promo for this stream. And then, yeah, here's the Tough Age comic. So Pizza Punks presents Other Jesus, Tough Age, and the Plodes. March 25th, $3 at the Bootlicker. Yeah, I named this after my favorite, like the Bootlicker is, I named it after my favorite Melvins album. Other Jesus, local band ex-local band, I guess. The week I made this comic, I guess the same month, Other Jesus broke up and like had a like farewell show at Redgate. Tough Age had just announced that they were going to move to Toronto, and the Plodes were like in between band members. So when I like posted this comic, all three bands kind of like flipped out and were like, I can't play this show. What is going on? I don't remember saying yes to this show. Please take me off the bill. And I was like, this is a fake show, a comic I drew. Don't worry about it. And they were like, oh, thank God. And you know, luckily, you know, everyone was really stoked. And I know, I mean, Other Jesus never had a chance to tour with the zine, but Tough Age and the Plodes both toured selling the zine. Yeah, so it's a comic about pizza just like magically showing up at a gig, and it just like keeps on coming and coming, and no one really knows where it's from, but they don't really care, and they're just stoked that everyone has pizza. And there's like little secrets in here. There's like friends in the crowd and stuff like that, or friends bands. Here's Tough Age when they're on stage, and Penny's asking who ordered the pizza. Well, I guess Penny made the pizza tonight for Jared.
Very talented.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then this page right here, you can see our friend Lauren Ray getting a pizza slice right here. Look at that. And then, yeah, the night ends where everyone wakes up and there's no pizza boxes. There's no evidence of pizza anywhere. All the photos, the pizza's gone from the photos. It's just like a silly story I made because my friend Nathan Jones, who did a pinup in the back of the book, he used to help. And yeah, he ran a show called Print Ready at Dynamo Arts Association. And this zine was made exclusively for that night. And that's the night on the cover, I think is the like March 25th. That was the night of the show. All right. And here is the comic for Dumb. Yeah, you guys, you know, feel free to chime in at any point. I co-wrote this with Gal, and it's pretty much verbatim to what you told me. And I think we did like one or two meetings where we just like hung out and I wrote down everything you said and made you repeat yourself a million times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
did
I
you
just
enjoy
want to
that
say,
process?
I think this comic is like pretty accurate to what actually happened. And me and Felipe were hoping that you would add some kind of fantastical elements, like some, you know, more fictional stuff to spice things up.
Right.
But it's actually it's actually so accurate. It like looks like exactly what it was like to be there. I'm not even joking. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
I creeped so many strangers like Instagrams for reference photos of Dwell, because Dwell is not a thing anymore, like the venue you guys played at. But they still have their Instagram up with like all their old photos and all the photos people tagged Dwell in. So I looked through all that and I found some photos of like the front and the roof and the performance area and all that. The cover that I drew for Dumb, this comic, is like an homage to the gig poster of that night, because Gal was able to find the gig poster from that show. So there's, yeah, like a lot of small things. And yeah, so you guys went, maybe it's like better for you guys to explain this than me. But you played a show at Dwell with Clear Channel. which was their first show, and they're at the bottom of the page. And MJ set up the whole thing, right?
Yeah, it was like I think we didn't have a show in DC and it was last minute and MJ really came through. I think she made the poster on her phone, like maybe like a few days before it happened. And it was kind of one of those, miracle last minute thrown together gigs when you have an extra day and in your schedule and you're trying like in the van to book something for that day and it's getting closer and closer and you're getting more and more stressed out about whether or not you're actually going to go to DC and see the Lincoln Memorial and go to all the museums and all the stuff that we really wanted to do. And MJ came through and it was really fun. It was a really good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went back next year and played a more well planned show.
One thing I found really interesting about the venue is that it had a swing in the middle of like the stage area. And you sent me a video, which I'll share in a second, of like a little kid swinging while Clear Channel was playing, like right in front of them.
Yeah. It was like super family oriented space. There was like, it seemed like a really comfortable and accessible. I mean, actually, I wouldn't even say it was accessible because there's a big ass staircase, but it was like pretty welcoming spot. And yeah, there was a kid swinging. Maybe you want to show the vid.
Yeah, I'll show it when I'm done the comic.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty funny. Like when you told me that, I was like, that's crazy. But the venue is also like a hot yoga studio or something like that too. So it doesn't surprise me that it's like, got all these crazy eclectic things in it. And then yeah, you met Awad, who later joined Clear Channel and is now like the front man of Clear Channel. And I just happened to draw you guys on the roof, and you told me that you actually met on the roof.
I think so, yeah.
Is that where we met at what? I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah, and
like...
in the roof of this place, they would like collect like rainwater and had like a bit of a garden and like, yeah, it was a pretty like self-sufficient spot.
Yeah, it seemed crazy. And then like I also saw like photos of like a field of like pot plants on the roof.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Awad suggested you guys got a jumbo pizza, and that's what you did.
Jumbo slice.
That's the climax of this story, really. It's like the rest is denouement. Like the big slice. Actually, you know what? I'm wrong. You know what? Never mind.
When I was asking you guys questions about this, Nick was so proud that he was the only band member that could eat the pizza slice in one sitting. And he insisted I included that in the story. He was like, you have to. Yeah. Sorry, burp. And yeah, so after you ate pizza, you went to the Lincoln Memorial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Who took the photo of you that I drew?
I think that was Shelby, maybe. I can't remember. It's all a blur, honestly. It was
Shout out to Shelby anyway.
Yeah, shout out to Shelby. She should be here right now.
Yeah, if she's in the chat, say what up. I would say this is the climax of the story, where Awad took his phone out, played "In My Feelings" by Drake, and twerked right in front of Lincoln himself.
Yeah, it was pretty epic, and Awad is a really good twerker.
Yeah, maybe one of the best twerkers I've ever seen. Like, maybe the best I've seen off the screen. Like not in like a music video or like a performer, not in like a dancing TV show, but in real life. Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's pretty much where the comic ends. You know, I say that like you guys went back to wherever you stayed. You said you couldn't remember where you stayed that night, but you were really excited about, you know, the show you played the year after.
Yeah, the show the year after was like, obviously we did a better job of planning ahead, because we had these new friends in DC now, and it was at a DIY space called Rhizome, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a house that was communally owned by a bunch of people, and it was designated as an art space, and it was packed, and we played with like this younger band that were really good. I think they were called Knife Wife or something like that, and also with Clear Channel, and they just lit the place up. Like it was, the floor was like bouncing because Awad just, you know, was jumping up and down. He's just like an amazing performer. So yeah, it was really, really fun, and I love DC now.
Yeah, I listened to Clear Channel while drawing this. I listened to a lot of them while drawing this too, but man, the Clear Channel album is really good. And I like how energetic that album is. I can't even like, I can only imagine what it would be like live for, you know, Wad fronting it.
Yeah, I think we also hung out with Awad once, like when they performed at South by, I think it was. Do you remember that, Felipe?
Yeah, we went to that. We met Awad at that venue. He wasn't performing there, but it was that bar restaurant. I don't know where it was
Cheer Up
packed.
Charlie's or something.
Yeah, and Awad just showed up and just hang out for a bit.
Here on this page, can I interject just quickly and be a jerk? Here's a little salt. What's me without a little bit of salt? There's two albums on here that share a very distinct similarity, and that is the Dumb album Seeing Green and the Tough Age album Which Way Am I? Tough Age album Which Way Am I? My band Tough Age Which Way Am I? We were number one on the Earshot charts, which meant a lot to me. No review on exclaim.ca. No, not a peep. The last record to be number one on Earshot and not get a review on exclaim.ca, Dumb Seeing Green. There's my shade moment, and I'm done. Go back to your comment.
This is the back of the comic that you get. So when this shows up and you unfold it all, you get this sick ass poster that's also just a catalog and just a big ad, really. It's but there's a teaser for a third Dumb album. So I'm just gonna say that, and maybe we won't say anything else. But okay, I showed you the comic. Now you want to see all the reference photos and videos, right? Okay. Here's a video.
You know I do.
That Gal sent me. I think it was from the Dumb Instagram. Is that correct?
Yeah, I figured out how to go into archive, and you can find all the old stories that you've posted. It's really fun if you are incredibly bored, and you have been posting stories over the past few years. Yeah, great way to waste like a few hours.
So yeah, you can see Clear Channel here performing, and then here's the swing, and the kids just like, you know, vibing. So I'm gonna press play.
That's a great show. That looks like that was a really good show.
One of the reference videos. I'm gonna play it again because I'm gonna try and pause it where you can see a couple things that I used all for reference. So like this right here, I drew for the third panel on the first page. And if you pause it right here, you can see a wad in the audience. So I drew him in the exact same spot when I drew Dumb performing. And then, yeah, you know, you see Nick, and then I think you zoom up to Shelby. Is Shelby up there?
I don't even think that's Shelby. I think I was like just randomly doing a story, and then I realized there were people sitting on top of that thing, and I thought it was cool. So I like, I don't know. I don't think it's Shelby though.
Well, there's Nick there, and I got a good idea of like the whole space when you sent me that. But I have some other. Oh, here, I gotta share my screen again. So here's the first video from the Lincoln Memorial. And Felipe, you shot this, right?
Yeah, because it was so funny because there's other people around, and Awad was just doing his thing, and other people were like, what is going on here? It was so funny.
Okay, I'm gonna press play. You can kind of hear the Drake song in the background. But yeah,
we're gonna get a takedown.
Yeah, if we're gonna get
Shut this down.
we're gonna get a warning.
DMCA.
Yeah. You can see he's got really good twerking capabilities there. And then there's actually a second video. And here it is.
Oh, so good.
Oh, so that's why I drew a wad saying bitch in the comic, because in that video he screams bitch. And then there's also I drew a gal dancing in the background because he was also doing that. I think I have one other video or one other picture. Let me just find it. Oh yeah, I have the gig poster and the photo of you to share.
And this is all good evidence here for why Pizza Punks is like the one of two music accurate comics ever made.
Well, thank you, Jared. So apparently this is the gig poster that MJ made in like an hour on her phone.
That's a great poster.
Yeah, and it's very like it resembles a pizza box a lot too. You know, with like the red squares. Like my pizza box doesn't have it, but it is white and red, just like the poster. So yeah, I like wanted to incorporate the gig poster to actually be the cover. And then this is the photo of Gal. Do you have any comments?
Yeah. We went to do you remember which museum we went to, Felipe?
Well, it wasn't the one with all the dinosaurs and shit, because I went there by myself because no one wanted to come with me.
Right.
So it was the other one.
It was one of the big free ones, and I think I snagged a like print or something, and that's what I'm holding. But I think that print just got squished in the van, so it was completely pointless. I'm wearing a 7-Eleven shirt. I don't know. This walk between the Capitol building and the Lincoln Memorial or whatever, the Washington Monument, is enormous. It's like super long. Takes forever to walk down. I think we were exhausted. That's my comment.
Yeah, I was wondering about the poster when I was drawing it. I was like, what's on the inside of that? Yeah, that's all I have to show. So the rest is just shits and giggles, I suppose.
We got a couple of questions in the chat. I thought we may as well. Hi, Lyle. Lyle has to leave. That I thought we may as well answer. Someone asked, "What is everyone's favorite pizza memory?"
Ooh, memory. I don't know, some like corny, like making pizza with like my grandma as a kid or something like that, and just like the assembly line of being a family and making pizzas together and eating it and watching cartoons or watching a movie or something. I don't know, there's something like very relaxing that I associate with pizza. Um, so yeah, maybe something like that. That's just like off the top of my head. Maybe if I had more than like a minute to think, I'd give you like some crazy answer. But no, I'm keeping it family.
I already told one of mine on our other stream for TCAF about getting pizza out of scented Glad garbage bags at the Dildo Factory, a venue that was someone's house. So that was one of them. But on the nicer one, I guess, my friend Nick had lived in Italy for a long time. He lived in a squat in Naples for quite a while. And so I went back to visit him after that. And one of the friends he had met there, she was like, "Oh, we can go stay at my dad's house." Like, all right. So we drove out to this like huge, her dad was some famous writer. I don't know. I don't know his name, but we stayed at this house. And it was so beautiful. And they had an outside wood fire pizza oven.
Cool.
And she made us pizza one night and it was unreal. Man, I got a lot of pizza memories. There's also a pizza restaurant in Frankfurt that it was run by this old Italian guy that my ex's dad used to always go to. And we went there and he was like a 4-star Italian chef who had decided it was too expensive. So he retired and just started a pizza restaurant. It's like, pizza, those ingredients are cheap. And like, I dream of that pizza still. The restaurant's still open. Like I'm going back. I'm making a pizza pilgrimage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Felipe, do you remember Flammkuchen?
Oh yeah, Flammkuchen.
Yeah, it's like this weird German pizza that doesn't have tomatoes.
It's like a flatbread kind of vibe too, right?
I don't even know if it has cheese either. It's just
it does have cheese. You can get like different toppings in it too, but it's pretty flat.
Yeah, it's very like white
Mm-hmm.
and like I think it might have like lard on it, and like you're right, the dough is more like flatbready.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my comment is, the German pizza Flammkuchen. Check it out.
There was this funny moment when I was working in a pizza place here in Vancouver. The owner of this pizza place would come around like maybe once a month to do a shift. It was kind of like his baby restaurant. I've never met this guy before, because he was just like come once a month or something like that. And then, I was like working my shift and the guy who I usually work with doesn't show up. Instead, this guy shows up, the owner, and he just starts doing his thing. And he's like this chef that is kind of like, I was like, damn, I think this guy knows what he's doing, but this is not how we do things here, kind of thing, It's just kind of like a wild style. So then I like talked to like the other guy that I usually work, and I was like, yo, so what's up with this guy? Like, he looks like he knows what he's doing, but like, I'm like, yo, this is not how we do things. And then he's like, yo, that's the owner of this business. And I was like, oh shit, like, all right. So yeah, he ended up schooling me on everything, but I was just like, I don't know, never seen this guy before, like doing things his own way. And I'm like, yo, this is this is not how we do things around here.
Yeah, if that pizza went out though and it came back and someone had a problem with it, owner's going to be getting mad at you.
Yeah. I was just being like, yo, so what's up with this guy? But yeah, he was cool about it.
And then so the other question, which I guess, yeah, as we said, both arms of the Pizza Punks merch wing are here. They said, can we get a Pizza Punks pizza delivery shirt?
Pizza delivery, like a new shirt. I've been
Yes.
making. I've been planning new T-shirts.
You should
So-
deliver them in a pizza box.
You know what? Bang On used to do that. Like I
Oh, yeah?
remember, I remember buying a T-shirt as a teenager, like from like HMV downtown, and going to Bang On, and then getting it in like a small pizza box. It'd be cool to do like
That's
a
all.
box that like that for the 7-inch, where like the book and the 7-inch come together. But I'd have to find a supplier with small pizza boxes that I could silkscreen cool covers on or something. And when I say me, I mean Felipe.
I think that was all the questions. Someone said, what is Gal's pizza memory?
I was just about to type into the chat. Gal's pizza memory is the Flammkuchen. I don't know if that's spelling.
Oh, Flammkuchen.
Flammkuchen, but I can do another. We have a lot of pizza memories. Felipe and I. We have a pizza.
A pizza, New
Yeah.
Haven vibe.
Yeah, if you want to go get a special pizza that's not called pizza, it's like basically the same thing as a pizza, but it's called a pizza. You should go to New Haven.
So apparently the main difference with that kind of pizza is that it's made on a coal oven,
Huh.
Hmm.
which is pretty cool.
I've
It's
never
really
heard
good
of this,
pizza. Yeah, they call it a pizza. It's kind of weird, but sure.
I realize I do have another pizza story that's
Do it.
I made into a comic for the Pizza Punks collection, and it's about my son Goomba. And what happened is that he came to me and he had like a big lump in his cheek, and I was like, oh no, what happened? Did he get like a bug bite? And I like poked it, and it was really hard and stiff, and I was like, well, that's weird. It's not like swollen or something, because how hard it was. And then I realized his lip was like a little bit open like that, and I saw like a little white. So I stuck my finger in it and I lifted up his lip, and a piece of crust fell out of his mouth. And he had eaten a little bit of pizza that, like, I think Kirsten fed him, or I fed him, or maybe it fell on the floor. But we were like just shook, because it was like we'd eaten pizza and then maybe like 40 minutes later that happened. So he had it in his mouth like the whole like 40 minutes. Just like
storing it.
Yeah, storing it like a chipmunk. And then I made a comic into it, and it's in the Pizza Punks collection.
Pizza Punks collection, which is in stores now. Conundrum. You can go buy it all around town. Is it Lucky's now? Yeah, Lucky's.
It's at Lucky's. It's at the TCAF shop, I was told today. It's
Yeah, no, Beguiling has it. Pulp Fiction, I
it's
assume, has it.
Some comic shop in Florida tagged me in a post. So.
D&Q shop has it, I saw in
Oh,
Montreal.
and someone shared with me that it's in Times Square at Midtown Comics.
Hey.
So yeah, it's everywhere right now, like officially. So if you're, into the comic I shared, or into the songs that Dumb or Tough Age wrote, it's the perfect time to pick up Pizza Punks, because it should be on your store shelf right now. And if it's nowhere near you, you could always buy it from me, because I'll draw inside it before I mail it to you.
That should be stop one, probably. Just buy it directly from Cole.
I mean, I don't blame people if they don't want to pay for shipping. I'm the same way. I'm happy to support a local place if I don't have to pay $10 shipping for a book.
Jarrett, I want to know more about the Tough Age, Giuseppe Pizzeria song. and about the inspiration and like the lyrics. I have read the like through the lyrics a couple times, and I really enjoy them, like the mood that they set. And yeah, I just wanted to know like what, like I really like the vibe, like because I want to know what you were thinking of specifically.
Thank you.
Rude.
Well, I'm no matter how old I get, I always remain a brat. So like my mind, the minute I was like, write this pizza punk song, I wrote like, yeah, the nicest song I've ever written. And I really love that well, it's like the wonderful insanity of Giles and Fripp record. It's like a pre King Crimson Fripp project, but also
Yeah.
I think one or both Gileses were also in King Crimson. The one Giles was the first drummer in King Crimson. And there's a song in that called One in a Million. That's just like a little character piece about a man. And I really was obsessed with that song because it's like a perfect pop song. And I was like, I want to write. So I said, I got really like, I don't know how to write a song about pizza that I'll be not like happy with. Like, I don't know if I can do this. And then I woke up and I was like, I get really obsessed with bad mascots. Colin, I know Cole got 100%. He sent me right away the new monster cereal that's all the monster cereals playing together in a band, which is like perfect for me. It's like Frankenberry and Count Chocula. Like I love weird mascots, and the worse they are, the more I like them. So I got really obsessed with Giuseppe Pizzeria, the Dr. Oetker sub brand, because the mascot is just this like weird little, it looks like a Despicable Me kind of like computer animated guy, but he looks so happy. I just like, I got one time. It's not very good pizza.
I'm a fan of Dr. Oetker's pizza.
I like Dr. Oetker quite a bit, but the Giuseppe brand in and of itself, I think when I told Cole said, "Oh, the cardboard pizza."
Yeah, it's funny because like I've only, out of all the pizza punks, I think there's only one cardboard pizza joke in the whole book. And when you told me that you were doing your song about the mascot, I was like, I had spent the whole pizza punks, like my whole career, avoiding drawing like the Italian caricature of like a pizza baker or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, Jarrett's gonna make me draw one because this song is about it now. So my cover, I hadn't listened to the song yet because you know, Tough Age, you talked about having recording issues.
Yeah, I finished recording in a shed out here.
Yeah, I drew the cover where Giuseppe's like gonna get like sliced in half by the pizza cutter as kind of like my rebellion to your choice of song. Because I was like, I almost got away with not drawing one of those guys, but now I have to, so I'm gonna draw him almost dying.
But I feel he's kind of just looks like a nice man. I don't feel like if he looked like, you know, that box where they're like, have the big hat, I wouldn't like it. He looks like he's got that little mustache and he just looks like he's genuinely pleased. So I just woke up essentially and wrote this character song. And I like sat down and just wrote all the things like I created about his life. That was like his son's at school, like he went away to study, like his GPA is really good. Like he's really proud of him. He never wanted him to be a pizza, you know, making pizza like his old man. Him and his wife have a very nice relationship, like they're very understanding. He lives in a town like crusted by the mountains, and he takes his dog for a walk in the morning. And like I like just wrote all this stuff about this fictional version of him, and then I just wrote a nice song about it. I was like, I'm gonna write a real nice song.
I'm really glad you went in that direction rather than like, you know, making kind of like an R.D. Bucco from The Sopranos kind of like guy who has a terrible relationship with his wife and like is totally compromised. Yeah, which I feel like that's what we would have ended up doing in that scenario. Like
he does kind of look like Artie now that you mention it, though. Yeah, just
he does look. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I think it's a good mix, you know, like
I love it. Yeah.
Your song, like Jared, like your song is so different than Dumb Song, but they both vibe together so well, you know, like it's like that's what I kind of expect, or what I really want out of a split 7-inch, is that I want like two flavors, and like you guys delivered, you know. It's not just like one's like, it's not like 2 slices of the same pizza, you know?
Yeah, you got to order a couple. There's some vegetarians there, some people like pineapple. You got to mix it up.
Yeah. I ordered spicy tonight, but Kirsten ordered Hawaiian tonight. So, you know,
Oh,
got to get both worlds.
it's nice. We are sort of at the time of this, but we did talk beforehand, and I thought, you know, a party isn't watching 4 people talk to you for a while. A party, like, we all got to get involved. We wanted you all to bring your own pizza and be as involved as you can. So I'm going to leak the room code for our Zoom. I'm pasting it into the chat right now on the YouTube. And now after that, I'm going to post the code, and you should take both of those and come and join us in this room and eat some pizza with us on this stream right now. So there's the password. I know there's a bit of a delay, so I figure like no one will come in for about 20 seconds or so maximum. But yeah, hopefully that'll work.
Yeah, come join us. I just finished my pizza. I ate all 4 slices in this video. I drank my water really fast though, so I'm like pretty thirsty now.
I'm drinking a lot of water, but now that it's party time, I'm switching over to this 2/3 of a beer I've had sitting here for a while. Really? No one? No one's gonna come join the chat?
Honestly, I'm not surprised. It's so stressful being on live stream. It's like a roller coaster of emotions for me. Like,
Is it really? I mean, it's just people stare at you. It's fine. People look at all. We're fine. We're being observed at all times these days.
That's true.
Why not be part of it? Oh, you're gonna make me look like an asshole if nobody tries.
we'll all do a communal bong rip. Ready?
Well, someone asked in the chat how I feel about pizza pops, and this is a funny story actually. I almost had Pizza Punks in a Pizza Pop commercial, where this guy who was like a prop dude in film contacted me, and he was like, "I'm directing a Pizza Pop commercial in Toronto," and he was like, "Can I put Pizza Punks in it?" And I was like, "Yeah, totally." And he bought hello. He bought all the zines off me, and then he filmed the commercial, and then when he got back to me, he was like, "Yeah, we cut out all the Pizza Punk parts, but whatever." He was like, I tried my best to include you."
There we go. The Band-Aid's been ripped. Joined by our first guest here on the Pizza Punks party. You can eat whatever you want. A popsicle, some chips, nothing. That's a viable option.
We have this.
Oh, wow. Look, Kirsten joined all of a sudden.
Delicious gluten-free pizza.
Oh, I see Loren.
Gluten-free.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I think you two have the best hairstyles I've seen in a long time.
There we go. The Band-Aid.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Thank you.
Our first guest here on the Pizza Punks party. Oh, somebody's got to turn their YouTube audio down. We're getting the lag on the YouTube stream. Said the passcode didn't work.
So many band members in the video now.
Jesse got in.
Jesse, what was it like recording without Jared and Penny? Was it like weird to do the drums alone, or is that like normal for you?
No, it was the first time we've recorded a song like that. I just listened to the demo in my earbuds and drummed along to it. And then did it in 2 takes, and that was the song.
Yeah,
you did it in 2
Oh,
takes.
good.
Yeah.
You did it.
Right.
That's so hard for me to do, to record drums to a like pre-recorded thing. It's like very difficult for me. I don't know how you did that.
Yeah, that's
Mad respect.
I've just played with Jarrett for so many years now that I think we're pretty good at it.
Yeah, you knew what I was doing. All right, we got Jesse, we got Loren. Tough Age is showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What's
So
up,
wake
Larry?
up, Penny. Just like bring the
Penny's
camera.
awake.
here.
Penny's been in the chat going off. the
time.
whole
Oh, I
time.
thought you said she was
And
asleep
she's
already.
also trying
thought so
to go
too.
to bed right
Mm.
now.
Super
Oh,
good.
Nice to see everybody. Sorry that I was
Yeah.
stuck on my yeah, I use this account for work. So, but nice to see everybody. How are you doing? Your pizzas look delicious. I had Chinese food. I blew it, but
that's a different
good to
problem.
see you guys.
You're on the wrong comics panel. No, you're an honorary pizza punk. You're in the book, so I think
Yeah.
I owe you a copy.
I have one. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really have it.
Yeah, how did you feel when I made that comic and you didn't know that you were not like you might have had to play a show, but the band was moving to Toronto already?
Like probably similar to like Felipe in that like you're like immortalized in a comic and it's pretty cool. Like it's like whoa. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
No, I mean, thank you for that. But I'm curious about when I originally drew the comic, like when I did it with what am I trying to say? When I made this, all three bands contacted me being like, I can't play this show. 'Cause it was like a week before the date that I wrote. So I was wondering if you were a part of that confusion where you were like, what, I have to play a show in a week?
I think no, I don't think it was that much a part of the confusion. We had like a band chat and Jarrett thankfully filtered a lot out, saved us from a lot of the confusion. But I would have loved to play that show. That looked very sick. So yeah, now looking
played it,
back
but on
I'm down.
paper.
Yeah, I played it on paper, totally. And there was endless pizza, infinity,
Yeah.
pizza infinity. Best show.
Were you on tour with Tough Age with the Glad Bag pizza story that Jared?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cute. Do you remember that house, the dildo factory?
About it. I ate out of that pizza bag too.
You ripped the Band-Aid off. You were the first one in that bag. Everyone, we were all like, I don't know, because there were those scented Glad bags, so it just had that like lemon pledge scent to it. And you were the one who was like, hand in the bag, and you're like, no, free pizza. Like, let's do this.
It wasn't in there that long, you know.
You were right. I joined in. I was like, this somehow the pledge taste made it taste even better.
Like a little fresher. Yeah.
Just like special. The only time.
Well, it's really nice to see you, Loren.
Right back at you. Yeah, congratulations on your big release. Very cool.
Thanks. I feel like I haven't seen you in real life in over like a year and a half now or something.
Oh, I wonder why that would be.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I guess. Yeah. That's crazy. Cole, I got to see you on that stoop, and that was really great.
Yeah.
I got to watch all those
it's funny,
babies
I
dance.
bumped
There's a
into
lot of
most
babies
of
out there.
This crowd,
Sorry.
like I saw you at that baby's birthday party in the bar.
Gathering. Yeah.
Baby's
There was-
birthday party.
There was one time I went to get groceries and Nick, Felipe, and Gal, right? Aren't all three
Oh yeah.
together? And we were like, whoa. And someone else was there too. Like it was like there was
Yeah.
like 6, like Redgate people
Oh, that's nice.
all together at the grocery store. And we all just happened to get groceries at the same time. And we
Yeah,
were
that
like,
was when I was like, oh damn, everyone's social skills are out of practice.
yeah.
You're like, how are you?
Yeah, it was it was a nice surprise. I felt very like energetic after that. I was like, I can't believe I saw 6 of my friends at once.
I was pretty jealous. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I came home and I told Kirsten about it and she was like, what? You saw our friends?
Jarrett,
That
Jarrett, when do you arrive in Vancouver? And Jesse, when do you're here? Are you here?
I'm actually not in Vancouver yet.
Okay, psych. Okay.
So Reagan is here helping me pack up and helping me carry my cat on the plane.
That's nice.
And then I'll be there June 1st.
June 1st.
Really soon.
We're leaving July 1st. I picked July 1st because I felt every Yahoo I wouldn't want to be in an airport with will be too busy getting drunk and lighting off fireworks. So I won't have to deal with them.
Totally.
Yeah, good call.
I was going to say, quickly go back, my only friends that I've seen in real life in so long was when I got my first shot. We got our first shot a week ago because I'm a big fat guy, and finally the health system worked in my favor. So I got like bumped up. And we went and got vaccinated. And then our friends, Britt and Kieran, who play in the band Docs, were getting their shots at the same time. So it was like this little Ottawa explosion reunion. It was really, really nice. Like, it was such a sweet treat to get to see them. Oh, look who it is.
Hey,
Hey.
it's Penny.
Is it Penny?
She's over there. That's Penny. Is that Penny? Is that Penny?
Oh, there she is. Hi, Penny.
Man, Tuffy just really outranking Dumb on showing up to this party. Sorry. Just
Yeah.
like tipping the scale.
Bunch of flakes.
I don't want to turn my volume up too loud or you'll hear it in the other room.
I know
I got it.
Shelby is like in like on camping on that like Squamish Road thing
Oh, nice.
right now. And then Nick is very stressed out because he just posted his first selfie ever.
That is a stressful experience.
I'm not even joking. Yeah, so he needed some time off of social media.
He needs to wait for all those likes to come in.
Yeah.
Get that
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw you share that, and then I clicked on his profile, and it was like his first photo of this year, I think.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah.
And I guess maybe the last, potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah, probably.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yo, so I have to make some moves here, but
Yeah, let's do it.
wanted to say goodbye and thank you for all of this invite. It's been pretty fun.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. And
Bye,
thank you,
guys.
everyone who checked in, the chat. Thank you. And Cole, thank you so much for letting us do this, a little unorthodox. If you're joining us now, come check out the rest of VanCAF's programming. We got 2 workshops tomorrow, some other stuff, and then that's that, and I'm going to go to sleep for a while. Buy your copy of Pizza Punks from Cole, or from apparently all over the world now. Montreal, New York, Vancouver, straight from Conundrum, Nova Scotia. You can get it, the Beguiling, TCAF shop. Knock yourself out. Just get a copy of it. And our 7-inch comes out in July on Mid Records on a pizza colored vinyl. So thank you so much, Mid Records, for sponsoring the panel, letting us do this on their YouTube, trusting me with their internet passwords, which I will now give away. And yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. What a treat.
Bye.